Is he ready to find real, true love? Has he found it, ladies? Oh, you looking at me like he told me he was single.
I don't think he's found it yet, but who knows? I think he's searching for love.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Out loud. Recently, the Diddy twins affirmed what Jaguar Wright has been discussing. For a moment, as you are aware, Jesse, and the girls who are everywhere, Delilah, with their tiny, coordinated ensembles, strolling like the it girls of the next city. In essence, Jaguar warned, don't allow that. They are a sister squad energy fool. Girls aren't as adorable as they appear. This is how it is set up. Everyone on the internet has been considering the twins, Diddy's daughters. Chance is this adorable younger sister. 3, huh? Similar to triplets of black girls, despite Chance's age. They upload them, getting tagged in the same family selfies. Account, give the cameras a smile as though they every kind. However, Jaguar's sister stated that online, sisterhood appears to be quite glamorous, yet it's fake AF in real life. She asserted. The twins are said to be behind the scenes. Be like the spare tire when it comes to Chance. Only in times of extreme need do you draw out. And to be honest, once you begin to piece everything together, the low-key math people. How much more have you previously seen online? The twins receive attention. They are the ones. When it comes to VMAs, Diddy is always front and center. Chance is not on stage with the twins. Discovered videos from social media, always Jesse. And Delilah's camera cheesing. Older. Diddy used to post videos to YouTube. Once more, the twins received all the glow. For example, if you don't know any better, Chance looked like the cousin from out of town rather than having a daughter. Now, don't misunderstand. Fans have been whispering for a long time, as if to ask, why is Chance is usually quiet, so why doesn't she get the same gleam? However, you are aware of how the internet is. People dismissed it, saying, perhaps Chance is simply private. Perhaps she's timid. However, Jaguar completely changed that. Over the table. No, it ain't, she stated. Privacy. Family politics are involved. According to rumors, Diddy's partiality. Sarah Chapman's twins over Kim Porter's. The girls were influenced by the daughter themselves. In essence, they internalized. Chance was on the outside of it, peering in ever since. Additionally, if we're really, nothing is messier than children being raised in the shadow of adults. Poor decisions. Because let's not overlook the whole interaction between the Chance Viz twins isn't merely a matter of personality. It has its origins in how each of them entered the world. That just the backstory is a soap opera. However, I'm going to put that tea away for a little later. What caused people to clasp pearls? However, this is how Jaguar directly accused. Chance was tortured by the twins. Additionally, not torture similar to villains in movies. No more. Like Chili, Lil Diggs, and Mean Girl vibe. Shoulders apparently causing Chance to feel as if she were the troublesome kid. Additionally, if indeed that's crazy because none of Chance is even to blame for this scenario. She didn't request to inherit Diddy's disorder. The internet is now divided. Just messy. Jaguar is liked by half of the population. She never stops talking. The other half, such as on the down low, though, she isn't lying because the evidence has been in our face. And me? I'm simply sitting here, sweetie, with my popcorn, because if Jaguar is correct, then picture of the ideal family that we observe in is more phony than a Chanel counterfeit purse. Let us now discuss Instagram. Because, sweetheart, that's where the entire performance lives. At first glance, these girls will always have sisters. Vitality. Account sharing, fittings that match. Captions pertaining to loyalty and love. However, if you take a moment to look more closely, something doesn't seem right. Look, fans have. For the past minute, I have been clocking the post. Jesse and Delilah are constantly in the front row. Hair laid, face beaten, arms clenched. Chance. She'll effortlessly fit into a group photo. Occasionally, but it's provided. Backdrop figure. As in, she's there, but she's not there. People. Even mentioned the twins' tendency to include it in events, collaborations, and even those tiny gifting hauls for brands, but Chance hardly notices anything, and it's not even subtly. Favoritism is blatant. Then, you saw that VMA performance in 2023 that people are still giving me the side eye. Diddy is not there. They're acting as if it's 1999 all over again. Correct? And with whom does he stroll out? Stage. The twins, Jesse and Delilah, and all grins, matching leather suits, striking Lil Coro, as if they had practiced for a week's chance. Nowhere in sight. People, like, at home, were the third sister at which point, people truly began to link Jaguar's tea together with the invoices. Furthermore, if that wasn't enough, let's go back to the past. During Diddy's Family Man tour, YouTube kept uploading them lil home clips. What do you know? The twins are visible, sitting on his lap, laughing and singing. He refers to them as my little queens. However, return and look for opportunities in those videos. You're going to be, baby, scrolling like though you're looking for a lost Wi-Fi signal. She is seldom present in that video. She seems to have been deleted earlier. Even the cameras began to roll.
Tell me your name.
I'm Delilah.
Let me clarify now. Chance herself. She doesn't appear to be pursuing anyone. Spotlight. She's not dragging around antics or attempting to surpass everyone. However, the humor is that even when she minding her business, the difference in treatment is glaring. People on the internet say Chance is less concerned with being quiet, and further details regarding Diddy's purported support of his Golden Girls are twins. The ones he marches during Fashion Week, award shows. He wants to sell the image of red carpets. Chance, meanwhile, simply departed in the shadows. Additionally, the more people that begin witnessing the carefully chosen families' moments, the more phony it appears. The branding of the sister squad has been pushing a child feels more like public relations plan as opposed to true love. Since if everything was equal, we wouldn't be observing the same trend year after year. That's why Jaguar's remarks were so offensive. Quite difficult. She wasn't quite silent. Fresh. She simply said it aloud. Every one of the things that people have been whispering. She hurled a spotlight on it. And when you've seen it, it is unavoidable. They're similar to Instagram grids that initially appear adorable, but then you see the single image that's out of place, and all of a sudden, it appears to be crooked. So, yes, on Instagram may be trying to sell us a sisterhood on a Hallmark card, but the fractures underneath that shiny filter are seen. Additionally, Jaguar claims that since day one, those cracks have existed.
Sing happy birthday, Daddy.
Feds put behind it, things became worse. Bars.
Happy birthday to Daddy.
Happy birthday. Keep going.
Happy birthday to
Daddy.
Keep going,
Go.
love.
Happy birthday to Daddy.
Yay!
I love y'all so much.
We love you too.
Love you, Posse.
I can't wait to see y'all.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see y'all. And I just want to say I'm proud of y'all, especially the girls. I mean, all of y'all, but just for being strong. Thank y'all for being strong, and thank y'all for being by my side and supporting me. I love y'all. I got the best family in the world. My birthday, I'm happy. Thanks to y'all giving me this call. Thank you very much. I love y'all.
We love you more. Can't wait to see you in a couple of days.
I'll see y'all in a couple of days.
Say it again.
What you say?
I love you, Daddy.
Yeah.
I love you too, baby.
She eating, yo, Pops.
Hi, we're right here.
Chance right here on the phone too. Pops, love eating all your cake, so you're not gonna have none left.
She's literally digging her face in it.
We're gonna have to buy you a new one. Yo, she's face down in the cake right now. Say hey, Chance.
Happy birthday to my.
We love you.
Chance is right here too. If you can hear on the phone. One more time.
Hey, Chance.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, baby. I love you.
Love you too. Miss you. See you soon.
Okay.
Listen now. The whole twins versus Chance drama didn't appear overnight. All night. The roots are going away now, sweetie. Back. And it all comes full circle, as usual, to Diddy's tumultuous romantic life. Thus, fast rewind. In the early 2000s, Kim and Diddy. Porter was imprisoned in one of them for a long time. Complicated sagas that come and go. We're discussing historical periods, children involved, intense feelings. Kim wasn't your average girlfriend. She was the one who, his heart belonged to idea. She handed him the Jesse and Delilah twins. Furthermore, he assumed the role of a father figure for her son Quincy from a previous connection. In the eyes of the public, they appeared to be familial objectives, but behind a whole different story behind closed doors. Because, as Kim held it in place, Diddy had. Something else is developing. Now, let's talk about Sarah Chapman, a girl from Atlanta. On the down low, not as ostentatious as Kim, but she had been in the image for years. Indeed, she is Chance's mother. Their endeavor wasn't merely a tiny fling. It was so grave that who was pregnant when Sarah became pregnant? It all blew apart. This is where it becomes crazy. The twins were on Kim's way. Meanwhile, Sarah was expecting a child. Alongside Chance. The deadlines were just months apart. Diddy was out, that is, constructing a single family here in public while silently constructing another in the darkness. In 2006, when the truth came out, it wasn't merely a tabloid gaffe. It was a complete and utter scandal. And I'll tell you, Kim was not informed beforehand. As stated by, she was already deeply engrossed in her own pregnancy after learning that. In addition, Sarah was expecting Diddy's child. Is it possible? Full of twins in the belly. And then all of a sudden, you hear that your man has. There will be another baby soon. The treachery resonated because it was so loud. At that point, Kim, at last, took a step. Following years of infidelity. Enough is enough, she said. Enough. The worst part comes next. Diddy didn't initially even assert Chance. He reportedly attempted to deny accountability. He was still more devoted to pursuing Kim and attempting to repair, preferable to standing up for Sarah and Chance. Only after the journalists began searching and the receipts were unable to, did he come forward to be ignored? Additionally, even people then claimed that it felt like damage. More authority than paternal pride. Sarah, however, she maintained her composure. She remained out of the spotlight, elevated Chance with steadiness and infrequently talked about the drama. In the meanwhile, Kim managed it gracefully as well, at least in the general public. There are pictures of her and Sarah alongside Diddy, as they anticipated, figuring out how to maintain co-parenting. Friendly, however, simply because the mother crushed it, but that doesn't imply the children did. Here's where Jaguar's allegations come in. Begin to sound plausible. According to her, the Chance was accused by the twins of destroying their family. In their eyes, perhaps if Chance hadn't been born, Diddy and Kim would have remained. Collectively, they might still have that joyful family they envisioned. Additionally, as irrational as it may appear, children carry stories like that in their minds. Thus, from the beginning, Chance is extremely She didn't have the burden that came with existence. Request. Diddy's bag attached to his. Options. And if the twins are aware, whether or not that animosity influenced how they notice her. For this reason, even now, not all energy feels the same. Now, this is where everything truly turned upside down. Head. In 2018, Kim Porter passed away. That marked a sea change for everyone. In the Diddy circle, particularly for the children. The glue was Kim. It was her, maintaining equilibrium and elegant, ensuring that all of those children could relocate regardless of who their mother was. Similar to family. However, after she left, the fissures that had existed silently opened wide. Look before Diddy purportedly ensured that the twins played pleasant with Chance even being behind closed doors. Doors with side eyes or shade. He imagined the picture of a single large blending family. If they got two, he would inspect them. Slick, make sure to take family photos and get everyone to grin for the cameras. You see those Instagram photos for that reason. Postings and consider, all right, perhaps they truly are close. However, rumors on it was all Diddy Street. He was the referee. However, after Kim's death, it struck the twins hard. Additionally, rather than tugging, Jaguar Wright asserts that the Chance is closer, pushed her out more. Apparently, they began placing even more blame on Chance, stating, had she never been born, their mother wouldn't have abandoned Diddy, and perhaps she would still be alive. Now, let's be honest. That reasoning is flawed. The death of Kim had nothing to do with Chance. However, grief transforms people. Illogical, particularly adolescents. And Jaguar claims that the sadness warped becomes bitterness. Additionally, keep in mind Diddy wasn't always available to fully play dad. Force. He was in a mess of his own. Legal issues, public controversies, and prison in the end. Without him present to maintain order and make everyone happy, the family act quickly fell apart. The twins allegedly ceased acting at all. You don't see them with it since. Chance is little now, unless it's appearances in court or meticulously manufactured scenes. Fans began to take notice. That as well. For example, following Kim's passing was it anticipated that the children would lean on each other and get closer. Through the suffering, rather the reverse, appeared to occur. The twins intensified their efforts on their relationship with one another. Two peas within a pod, twinning more forcefully than before. Chance, however, was virtually invisible in the story of the family. She would arrive for graduations or the sporadic holiday picture, but you could sense the atmosphere wasn't on an equal footing. And the Jaguar is shown here, added that left people speechless. According to her, the twins continued to whisper that Chance removed their mother, not because Chance took any action, but because to what? Her birth served as a metaphor for the romance, the scandal, the ruined family. Additionally, in their heads, which directly relates to Kim's heartache. Isn't it heavy? The entire great deal to wear for a girl who actually had no influence over how she entered the world. But Chance, that's the baggage been bearing. Furthermore, Diddy's shut up with no one nearby to stop trying to create the illusion. The twins are allowed to express their true feelings. This is the section that truly trips individuals out. The twins' manner of entering public as opposed to what is purportedly on Instagram behind the scenes, it's sisterhood, matching clothes, and smiles. Objectives. Delilah and Jesse shared that account where it's obvious that we're one large, contented family. They share birthday greetings, homages, and all the carefully chosen items that give it the appearance of the sisterhood is quite strong. Additionally, each and every occasionally, an opportunity will present itself in those images, creating the appearance of that the three females are on an equal footing. However, once you get past the filters. When captions, the disparity is excessively evident. Supporters have been highlighting it for years, and the twins are constantly in front of center, constantly in the spotlight, whereas Chance is similar to a postmortem. Scrolling back on Diddy's former YouTube account clips, you will also notice it. The twins were his father's daughter's shining stars. Moments. There is no chance. And the same energy persisted when Diddy performed at the 2023 VMAs. With whom did he go out? The twins. Who was absent? Chance. That silence spoke louder than any caption on Instagram. It told the truth. Within the household, the twins are at the top of the hierarchy. Chair. Chance is sitting on the bench. Jaguar Wright isn't afraid to bring this up either. She asserts the twins outright. Smile and treat Chance as an outsider. For the camera, but making the switch once the camera stopped working. She says all of that. Branding is more important in sisterly love, as opposed to bonding. And, to be honest, it makes sense, considering what fans have previously been suspicious. However, this is where it becomes messier still. The twins allegedly don't simply perceive Chance as unique. They observe, serving as a reminder to her of all that went awry with their parents. In there, Chance is comparable to Sarah Chapman. Sarah is comparable to the woman who violated their family, and the scar never went away. Thus, rather than considering Chance to be there, they regard her as the living sister. Acknowledgement of Diddy's treachery toward Kim. And that's a heavy, unjust weight for one person. Daughter to carry for the rest of her life. Presently, what comes next is the question. Diddy's empire and imprisonment. Trembling, the focus on his children is more radiant than before. The twins are entering the industry already. Spotlight, performing fashion, and walking the runways. Transactions, maintaining the relevance of the Combs name. Chance, however, has retained it. Softer and more subdued. However, with everything that, with rumors circulating, people are beginning to I wonder if she will finally say truth, or will she continue to act as though background as the twins take center stage. Story? Ultimately, though, the entire event demonstrates that money and family tranquility cannot be purchased by fame. On the Combs girls appear picture-perfect outdoors. Ideal. Allegedly, on the inside, it's jealousy, guilt, and past injuries that never recovered. Additionally, if Jaguar Wright is, yes, the sister love we see on the internet is phonier than a smile from Hollywood. However, that's the essence of Diddy's legacy. Mirrors, smoke, and a ton of drama.